Hey guys, it's Angus Overton 15, and today I just wanted to talk about the WWDC Apple 2012 event held on June the 11th in San Francisco. Okay, then Apple kicked off, firstly with the MacBook Air. Apple's skinnier, lighter MacBook Air option checks in for another irregular hardware update at this year's WWDC. Just under a year since it was last updated, they moved to the Ivy Bridge processors, which haven't really changed that much. They'll reach up to 2 GHz Core i7 with Turbo Boost, tipping into 3.2 GHz. The FaceTime camera is now 720p, with display 7-inch model staying at 1366 by 768. But this is only with Intel's HD Graphics 4000 graphics card pushing up to it. The 13-inch model will house a 144 by 900 screen, which will boast a USB 3.0 port, which is capable of holding up to 8 gigabytes of RAM. Sorry about that. And then the storage flash is now upgraded to 520 gigabytes, which would be helpful for a lot of people who's looking for a video editing software on the move. The prices will start at $999 for the most basic option, up to $1,099 for the speediest offers. And the best part is they'll be shipping today. Okay, secondly, a lot of you will be pleased that Apple have updated the MacBook lineup. The new MacBook lineup, starting at 15 inches, starts with the packed Retina display at 288 by 180, which is 4 times the resolution of your standard HD TV that you should have at home. In addition to the high resolution, Apple is also promising a higher contrast ratio, better viewing angles and reduced glare compared to other laptop displays. Okay, thirdly, then they talk about Final Cut Pro updates, a new edition of it, better Photoshop, Auto CAD, and just more about the Retina display supported on the new MacBook Pro. Okay, then Apple go and talk about Lion. They are celebrating. They have sold 26 million copies of Lion OS sold already, and that there are now 66 million Mac users on the planet. Okay, and then Apple announced that they're bringing the new Apple style dictation to Mountain Lion. After that, Apple go and talk about the new feature called Power Nap, which is basically lets your Mac update email notifications and photos in the background, as well as back itself up while it's charging, which could be really helpful. Then after that, Apple talk about the new features for Safari, Unified Search, iCloud tabs, multi-device syncing, and much more. After Apple spend a long time talking about Safari, Apple quickly release and talk about the new Airport Express simultaneous dual-band Wi-Fi, starting at £99. Then Apple talk about the release date and the price for Mountain Lion, which is a starting price of $20, which will be releasing in July. Okay, then finally, Apple have been waiting to unveil iOS 6. But first, Apple brags about they have sold 365 million iOS devices, and there are 140 million active. Apple are now bragging they have made huge improvements to Siri, so now you can ask Siri to launch any application in Siri. After that, Apple talk about the Siri car integration. The feature is being framed as a safety booster, letting you tap a steering wheel mounted button to the toggle Siri on your iOS device, rather than reaching around for your iPhone or iPad and taking precious seconds away from the road. This will be released and integrated in cars later this year, I would say around 12 months. A lot of you will be glad to hear that Apple are releasing Siri integration for the iPad, which is part of iOS 6. Then Apple talk about the Do Not Disturb feature. If you activate it, basically it means your iPhone will not take in any incoming calls if you're sleeping. However, if the caller is trying to reach you twice, it will go through. However, it will not activate any app or anything like that. Basically, it puts in airplane mode. Finally, Apple allowing FaceTime over 3G networks. After that, Apple talk about the iOS features, not very important ones. One of them is passports. It keeps hold of your tickets and boarding passes. Not very important, but it might be helpful to a lot of business people, and it's set to launch this fall. Then Apple talk about the new official maps that they have launched, which also includes turn-by-turn navigation, so you can use it in the car if you're driving, and it will give you a lot of info, which is integrated with Siri. This is very similar to the one Google released a couple of weeks ago. And lastly, Apple released their new iPad smart case covers. They cover both sides, and the starting price is $50. And that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.